Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham. Alongside Jim Hardy, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Jim, we've been talking about this game. Auburn beating Baylor 38-24, big-time opening win for Auburn on the road against Power 4 competition. You and I kind of broke down this game last week, about every which way we possibly could break it down. You had a lot of confidence in the Auburn Tigers. I had reservations about what might happen. Yep. I even picked against Auburn. So I said, I hope they will prove me wrong. They did exactly that. They proved me wrong, and I was so glad to see it. There was a lot of good things. There were some not so good things, as we've all talked about. So we'll kind of – I'd love to get your thoughts on that. We will kind of, think about, what we talked about last week and what actually played out. What can we expect for the rest of the season, or what do we expect for the rest of the season? Break down the numbers a little bit on Ball State. Look, Ball State they were 3-9 last year. They're 0-1 this year. They got a new quarterback, but the numbers just they're not a good team. Let's just be honest about it. Auburn ought to go in and just have their way, do whatever they want to do on both sides of the ball, and win this game very comfortably in the home opener. We expect that to happen, but we'll look at the numbers anyway and just be judicious about it. But there's some new things going on this year at Jordan-Hare Stadium. We'll talk about maybe some of those new amenities. Auburn spent about $25 million kind of doing some upgrades in and around the stadium and the game day experience. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But as always, love to hear from you, 256-234-6221. Get your prediction in for Ball State, the Fighting Football Cardinals, at your Auburn Tigers in the season opener at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Going to be a lot of fun. I'll be there. I'm very much looking forward to it. And tell us what you think about what you saw last week, what you expect for the rest of the season, or at least in the next few games, what you hope to see, and give us a score. Ball State and Auburn. All right, Jim. Let me just say number one. I'll start this off, and then you can. Okay. You can run with it and tell me what you saw out of that game, what you I guess maybe juxtaposed with what you thought you might see. Mm-hmm. But number one, you really took it to Sawyer Robertson.
That's right.
And now, were you impressed with his 419 passing yards?
Not so much.
Did it change your mind? Didn't change your mind?
I don't. Well, in the sense of everybody was pumping him as a Heisman. I don't think he's the Heisman guy.
I think he's the leader in the clubhouse right now.
He's a good quarterback, but he's not. At the end of the year, you're not fixing to see that. I think a combination of things. We had a couple busts in the secondary. That one of them went for what it was 70, 80 yards, and then another one for like 40. Yeah. And he got big chunks of plays with some busts that should have never been there. And that, I think, came in because we rotated so many people on that back end. I know Durkin likes to go out there and play everybody, including the water boy over there in the secondary. But at some point, you got to settle and you got to say, okay, and maybe that's what he's decided. The first three games, I'm going to put everybody out there. In time we get to Oklahoma, this guy's going to play that position, or this guy, he's going to have it nailed down a little bit better, because you can't rotate like he did. That's what those minds like Aranda, that's what they look for. They look for matchup problems. Sarkisian's a guy, Lane Kiffin's a guy. When they find a matchup like they did, and I forgot who the kid was that got beat on the outside out there, was still chasing the receiver. If it wouldn't been for the safety, he'd have scored.
Yeah. Who may have been Crawford.
That might have been Crawford is who that was. I think it was 6. Was it 6? want to say it was 6 that was chasing him down the sideline. I can't remember who that was.
6 was Riddick.
No, it wasn't 6 then. It was somebody.
5 maybe Jaquez. Jaquez Robinson had a bad game.
5, okay.
Caleb Harris did not have a good game.
5 was on the line of scrimmage right there with him and came off about 3 or 4 yards, and that guy started running, and by the time Jaquez turned his hips, that kid was already 5 yards past him, and he wasn't going to catch him. If it wouldn't have been for the safety, he'd have scored. And there's mistakes like that you can't make in the secondary.
Yeah, Champ Anthony ran him down.
Yeah.
That was some.
Yeah, that's
well, I mean,
that's
even
probably overall. To get back to what you were saying, overall on the kid, I'm not down on him as much as I was, because I was really thinking it had the level of competition. But he is on some of the throws. He made pretty accurate. I think if he don't have the bust, you're looking at more of a 225 to 250 game, not a 400-yard game.
Yeah, the missed tackles too.
Yes.
There was a lot of run after contact. Auburn, had several guys. They took bad angles.
Yes.
They, sloppy tackling.
And you got to say
technique.
this: you've watched enough football over the years and talked about it on these shows for years and years. First games always got mistakes in it. In that first game, that you just new kids, some of them freshmen, some of them not a lot of playing experience. People from a different team transferred. You're going to have some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't care if it was the first game or the 10th game. I don't go down for the tackling problems. You need to be able to tackle on day one.
Well, and look, a lot of people making these excuses, and you can take it for what you will, but, you've watched around the country, there are a lot of teams that struggled with tackling, and you don't do near as much tackling and near as much physical things in camp as you used to.
Right.
So you're not, I
just would hate it.
I don't buy that too much, but that is the truth.
It could be a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get kids and they're not, the technique is not sound to get there and make that tackle, because there's things out there in practice. They even practice it without people. They got dummies. They roll now almost like donuts that you're rolling, and as you're watching it, you focus on the hip part of it. Some of them make marks on it, and they make them, engage that hip, and that player ain't going anywhere when you get them in that hip. You got them down.
Yeah.
And it was almost like we were reaching and grabbing a lot of times.
Yeah, grabbing at air a lot of times.
That's
it was not good.
And I don't think by no means. I think that the kid is a good kid. I just don't think he's to the level. He's not fixing to win the Heisman. Mm-hmm. Oh, and another takeaway from that game for me is I'm trying to think of his name now, Trigg, that was the tight end. Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and write it down. I love breaking down things. That kid will not play at Baylor next year. Somebody will buy him and put him on another team.
I don't know what year he is, but yeah. He could be an NFL guy.
Right.
He is
that or some
he's a monster.
or Georgia somebody's going to come offer him some money and get him off of Baylor.
Yeah.
He was a matchup nightmare that we couldn't have anybody, that even people that lined up on him couldn't. He just out-jump them.
Yeah.
And that's what I told you, when we were breaking it down for our wide receivers versus their secondary. When you saw Malcolm go up and get the ball he caught for what it was, 24 yards, that was that high jump on full display. When he went up, that kid wasn't going to take that ball away from him.
Yeah.
Cam Coleman's the same way. He threw it a little bit behind him, but he still went up there and got it, the one that he got for 23 yards, I think it was, in his catch. So I don't – there's a lot of things to look at the game that are day-to-day mistakes, but as far as we spent a whole month, like you said, breaking the thing down from Jackson Arnold to the running backs to the linemen to everything, and it played out exactly, and I think I had told you almost a month ahead of time, before a show started one day, they were going to win by 2 touchdowns. Just on paper, that's what it looked like, and it played out. It doesn't always play to the paper, but it did that game.
Well, special teams, kickoff return for a touchdown, that was the one that put over.
And I don't know if anybody's caught on to this, because I've watched the game now 3 times. The most impressive part of that kickoff, I get it, Pleasant is his name. It was beautiful going down the sideline. But Malcolm Simmons outrun him.
Yeah.
He stopped and tried to engage somebody and then started back running and caught him.
Yeah.
I'm like, just hand Malcolm the ball and let him go.
Well, that ball can get heavy,
That's scary for both of them to be back there with that type of speed.
That's what why when Pleasant Fair caught that ball the first time, I was like, what are we doing?
Right.
That's why we got the guy. Let's turn him loose and see what he can do.
I would think, to me, if I was a coach studying our special teams, it'd be a nightmare to know Malcolm and Pleasant both are back there. Because if Malcolm with that kind of speed gets loose, you're not going to catch him.
If you don't have somebody that can consistently put it at least 7 yards deep in the end zone, I say bring it out.
Bring it out.
For those 2 guys. I don't care. If you're 5 5 yards deep in the end zone, bring it out. I mean, it gives us a chance.
If you were going to get the touchback, you're going to get it on 20 anyway. So you're saying both of them with their
25
speed.
now.
You're saying with their speed, they're both going to get to the 25 before somebody gets them.
I'm saying it's worth the stretch, even if they come up a little short.
Right.
That the chances that they go break one for at least 50 yards to taking it to the house is worth it.
I forgot. Okay, so if they get 4 kickoffs in a game, you're saying bring all 4 of them out because on average one of the 4 you're going to break for 50.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got
that.
it.
Yeah. I think that's.
You're playing the numbers. I got you.
Absolutely.
I brought you to the dark side.
That's right. There was that side of the ball, right. Baylor.
Yep.
There was also the other side of the ball, the Auburn offense.
Mm-hmm.
So we can start this, and we'll carry this over to the next segment. But start with Jackson Arnold.
Yes.
What did your expectations of Arnold coming into this game, and what you saw played out in the game?
I think it played just like I broke him down. A month ahead of this ball game. He had all the attributes coming out of high school. He's had all the attributes even last year. If anybody watched the Alabama game that he played last year, he done the same thing against Baylor he did against Alabama. They gave him that read every time when he was keying off of how many people's in the box. Mm-hmm. And then if those linebackers ever flowed with the play from one side or the other, as soon as that gap was open in the middle, he'd run it right up their damn throat.
Yeah.
And he is well, the best part about him that I loved the other day was he was sliding. He gave himself up a lot of times where he could have got maybe 2, 3, 5 more yards, but he's sliding, and that's going to be a great thing to have him around longer.
Yeah, that's
so he don't take a lot of beating. But I don't think I'm still got the judge, and I want to see more passing because he only made a few passes, but the ones he made were accurate. It wasn't like he overthrowed anybody. I think you tell me, didn't he not look comfortable playing?
I think so. That was one of the things. He looked very much in command of the offense. He felt comfortable. I would like for him to be a little bit more accurate with his throws, and that'll come.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't expect him to be that productive in the running game. So, and he probably won't in every game. But I loved what I saw from the Auburn offense for sure. Yep. And we'll talk about the offensive line when we come back.
Yep.
But Ty says Trigg is a senior, so he will not be at Baylor next year, but he probably will be in the NFL.
Because if he wasn't going to be, somebody's fixing to pay him a lot of money.
All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby Sauce box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Get your prediction in, Ball State and Auburn Tigers. On Saturday night, 6:30 on, I believe, ESPNU. 256-234-6221 is our number here. We are brought to you each and every day by Sensagreen. For air that's cool and clean, call on Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. They are the carrier dealer in this area. 334-487-3555. Russell Do-It Center, they got 9 locations around central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center. Today, they can beat the big box store. And finally, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job is too small. Commercial or residential, give them a call for all your needs. That's J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. All right, we were talking during the break, and I said, Ball State's obviously going to be overwhelmed in this game talent-wise and every other aspect. But I said this is a test to me for Hugh Freeze because can you get a team up to play week in and week out? This has been a problem for him for many years, i.e. New Mexico State, i.e. Vanderbilt last year. I mean, every year even going back to his Ole Miss days, he would have a really impressive win, and all coaches have this problem to some degree. And I will agree with a lot of people, and I will agree with my co-host Luke Robinson Tuesday night, that the thing really that made Nick Saban the greatest was that he really got, he treated pretty much every opponent the same. Mm-hmm. And Alabama was up for Louisiana Monroe just like they were up for a big SEC matchup. That was his brilliance. Well, most coaches can't do that, and Hugh has struggled with that. So can you – I don't expect – you don't need to be really hyped to win this game, but can you be prepared? Can we look prepared? Can we not go out there and slop around and turn the ball over 2 or 3 times? Can we go out there and have a clean, crisp game and just dominate from beginning to end like you should? That's what I want to say.
And usually it's the scenario of where these games fall at. I think because it's so early in the year, I don't think you're going to have that letdown. The kids are still fired up about playing right now. The season's going, good.
Yeah.
They're not going to show up Saturday not ready to play.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. All right. Jackson Arnold played about like you thought he would play.
Mm-hmm.
Hoped he would play. The offensive line's a big reason why he had the success that he did.
If you remember the numbers, we broke it down. What were they great at? All 6 of them that were NFL guys. What was their highest projected? They were over 70 on one thing they did. What was that?
Run blocking.
There it is. And it showed up in the ballgame.
They manhandled. They opened a lot of big holes.
Yeah.
And, again, you brought – I guess – I don't know if we were talking about this in the break but, for whatever reason, and everybody wants to label Dave Aranda a genius.
Right.
Well, he may be a really good defensive coordinator, and he may do some really nice things, but they stayed in a too-high safety the entire game and really never made any kind of adjustments. And just said, okay, run it down our throat.
Right. They thought, and I think maybe his game plan in his mind was that he could score enough to keep up. That's what he was trying to play the game. Because by doing what he did, I saw sometimes that they rolled those safeties to one side or kind of inverted them on top of each other a couple times. But like you said, they did stay back there the whole time. Sometimes they just locked in their position, stayed right where they were at. They basically made up their mind, you can throw passes, but we only going to let you throw them 10, 15 yards. You're not going to throw a 50-yard pass on us, or 2 people's going to be on that person when you throw it.
Right.
He just made up his mind, you're going to have to beat us running the ball. And the numbers proved it. We can line up and beat you running the football.
And that's exactly – and again, I understand, and he certainly knows more about football than I do. And I guess you could say, if you take away the special teams, that it was a one-score game. So, his theory was Baylor stayed in the ball game, and they at least had an opportunity.
I think all those guys, the Arandas, the Kiffins, the Sarkeesians, they feel like they're going to score enough to stay with you. So if they can do something just to slow you down. Hugh's always been and Gus, a speed-up offense. Give me as many possessions as I can get in the ball game. Well, he thought by doing that, they may run and they may score, but I'm going to limit how many times they get it. They're not going to get it 10 possessions in a game. They may get it 7 or 8, and he better score on what he gets.
Well, he did, in fact. He did make Auburn one-dimensional. That was his goal.
Right.
And unfortunately, that one dimension was very, very successful.
And that's what you're about to see Saturday. This, like you said, it's unequivocally that they're overmatched in every which way you want to go. So I think even if they stack the box on Saturday, you can still go run it down their throat, but you're not going to run it as much, 300 yards. I think you're going to see them do the opposite of what Baylor did. I think they're going to put 7, 8 people in that box and say throw it one-on-one. You're going to see an Alabama State kind of game that we saw last year.
Ty says Auburn 56-3.
I see.
That would cover.
Yeah.
They're at 42.5 right now.
Yep.
They were started at 44, so it's come down to 42.
Yeah.
42.5. Yeah. Lyles says 52-3. 52-3.
Mm-hmm.
So still Auburn covering the spread there. That's pretty good domination there. Especially that's what I would love to see from the defense. I'll get into some of the numbers about Ball State.
Yeah, the question on them, and I like their scoring on the Auburn side, but on the Ball State side, do you think they get one of those cheap touchdowns in a special teams deal, or do they get an interception they return, or do they get a late score when we got backups in there trying to do something?
That's always the fear that against the backups, but Auburn's backups now are a little bit better than they used to be.
Right.
And if we do get, Lord, please, let's not give up a pick six.
Right. Well, I'm just
especially from maybe, even if it's deuce night, please don't give up a pick six. All right, we got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these important messages.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensi Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Get your predictions in for Auburn and Ball State. Got a couple ones in. I mentioned 56-3, 52-3. That seems to be a general consensus. Most of you were right. Most of the predictions last week were like 34-17. 38-17, you know, they hit pretty close. So maybe everybody's got a good feeling for this Auburn team except me. So, and I'm glad to be wrong. Trust me. All right, Jim, let's do the breakdown. This is your Ball State Fighting Football Cardinals here.
That's right. And
the Fighting David Lettermans, the Fighting Jason Whitlocks.
Well, you know, as everybody knows, they took on Purdue this last week.
They did.
Purdue didn't allow them to score a point.
Purdue not known for great defense.
Right. Well, that's what I was about to say is last year, Purdue averaged 17 points a game, and they scored 31 in the Ball State game.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Purdue put up 180 yards passing a game. They threw for 340 in this game against Ball State.
Not good.
So if you're normally a team that don't do a lot of passing and you was averaging 180 and you put up 340, it kind of tells me that secondary is pretty putrid, you know.
They struggle, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And rushing the same way. I mean, it looks like to me from watching what little bit I've seen a film of going on that Ball State basically sold out on Purdue and said, we're not going to let you run the ball, and they only gave them 95 yards rushing.
Yeah.
But it allows that secondary to be exposed, and you put up 400 yards on the other end. Now they've got, let me see where I was at. The quarterback, this is going to be the key to the whole game for them. I mean, obviously we know we should dominate all the way around, but their quarterback was 11 for 16 with 87 yards. And
is Keel Kelly? Is that his name?
Yeah, I've got it as K. Kelly. I didn't look up his whole name. But he only had 87 yards passing. And
he obviously is a dual threat guy. He wants to because he led the team in rushing, right?
He had 22 carries rushing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If you bottle him, it's pretty much over.
And Auburn did this. It seems like even as lopsided as this matchup is with a 42.5-point line, Ball State wants to do what Auburn seems to be best at defensively, and Ball State defense is just not going to be able to stop either.
Right.
Whatever Auburn wants to do, you would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
But them wanting to run the ball, and they're not very proficient, throwing the ball will be the exact opposite of what Baylor was. So a shutout is possible.
Yes.
I would think.
That's why I was saying I'm going to lean, you know, if I had to say right now, I'm going to lean in that 60-0 ball game.
Okay.
I mean, that's the way I feel about
60-0.
60-0.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you
I
feel
can
good
see
about that?
Hey, I was going to say like 51-10.
Okay.
That was my initial thought.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll stick with that. But just because I'm, like you said, you know, they might sneak one in late.
Sure. Or get a little, you know, get a fumble we're not expecting. They return it down, get a field goal or something. I'm just really wanting the defense, and I think because of what happened this last week, Durkin's going to put a lot of emphasis on getting a shutout. He's going to want these guys' confidence up, build them up going into South Alabama. I think he's going to want to build them as much as he can going into Oklahoma. He's got to have them on fire when they get to Oklahoma and believe in themselves and believe in the coverages, and when he calls it, they got to have extreme confidence once they get to Oklahoma.
Well, the next 2 weeks you can work on, the aspects that you feel like, we're lacking against Baylor, like tackling, like, throwing the ball, getting the ball down deep, throwing the ball deep.
Sure, just like the guy. That was one
intermediate
of the
passing. Just work on everything in the passing game.
That was one of the reasons I brought up their guys at quarterback, because he's obviously does it all. 22 carries, 16 attempts passing. That's going to give you something of learning how to bottle that guy up, because when you get to Oklahoma, you're going to have a John Mateer that you're going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You're going to have to keep him bottled up because he can run and throw.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see some better linebacker play from Auburn.
Yeah.
They were a little erratic. Certainly struggled in the passing against Baylor, but.
And when we come back, I'm going to teach you about the Shock Boys.
The Shock Boys.
That's right.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right, stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more right after this.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some great food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They got a wide variety of wines. They got steaks. They got ribs. They got burgers. They got casseroles. The food is absolutely delicious. The people are wonderful. They got daily lunch specials. Go and check out their website, steaksinwine.com, just the letter N, steaksinwine.com. And they got monthly specials that go on, tremendous deals. But again, the food is absolutely terrific. Go and check them out. You will not be disappointed. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines in Montgomery on Pepper Tree and in Auburn on East Glen. All right, Jim, the Shockers.
The Shock Boys.
The Shock Boys?
I'm surprised you don't know.
I don't know.
This is, if you guys get out there and pay attention to the ball games like we do and look for things that are out there that are abnormal.
Are these like the Texas A&M male cheerleaders?
I wouldn't say that kind of
Okay.
shock. Yeah. I wouldn't say like Alabama's loss against Florida State, that kind of shock.
That kind of shock,
Yeah.
okay.
No, these would actually be your Auburn Tigers.
Oh.
They would be your Auburn Tiger wide receiver room.
Interesting.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to tell you the story real quick because I was digging up on other stuff and ran into it, and I actually went back and watched it, noticed it during the game. Debuting Friday night in all-white Nike uniforms, Auburn wide receiver Cam Coleman was spotted wearing 2 G-Shock watches during the ball game.
I did know that he was wearing 2 watches.
Right. It says Cam Coleman's wristwatch stems from a nickname given by the Tigers wide receiver room by Horatio Fields. He says, this is Fields. He says, I think we the Shock Boys, I said that, Auburn wide receiver Horatio Fields, meaning that we're all going to follow his lead and help set the trend and wear shock watches when we play. Fields added.
Okay. So is this some kind of NIL deal thing?
This is well, that part I don't know. That's what I keep digging to. Maybe there's something about it that I don't know, but it's the G-Shock watch is what they're wearing.
G-Shock watch.
Yes, and they are calling themselves the entire room is the Shock Boys.
It's just kind of like a Swatch watch.
I think it's a little more spiffy than what me and you had as a Swash wash.
Okay.
Or a Swiss Army knife.
Maybe so.
So first I want to say is what is your thoughts about kids wearing watches while they're playing the sport?
I
get it. They're trying to stand out on TV. They want people to see them. I get all that. But functionally.
It's not like they're wearing a Rolex.
Correct.
It looks like a sports type watch that you would wear while you were mountain climbing. Or, it looks like something that could could take could take some activity. I mean, it's not like just a boulevard that that you pass down from your granddad. It doesn't look like that. I mean, it's whatever you would call a sports watch.
It says a G-Shock watch by Casino is a brand name created for extreme durability and shock resistance.
So there you go. So I mean, I'm okay with it. That's fine.
Okay.
Now, does it tell time? I mean, or is it just for looks?
I don't care long if it catches. I'm good with it.
So yeah, I mean, But I got
cool with kids wearing fashion. I'm like that. Is the game changing that much, and you're okay with him? Not only did he go one watch, he went two. What's next?
Yeah,
he
now
wears four.
Now, if you got six, if you got, you can take it to an extreme.
Right.
I don't mind wearing a watch or a two watches if you prefer. But now let's not be, I don't want guys wearing, I don't even know where you would take it after. I don't want them wearing like a gold medallion, I don't want them wearing like a watch like, what's the guy with gold teeth that used to wear the big watch around his neck? The giant watch around his neck.
I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember his name. He was from the 80s.
I can see his face too.
Yeah, but anyway, it'll
Yes.
come to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't want to see that. But maybe if it's a wristwatch, okay, fine.
It says their target audience, meaning the watch company, their target audience, we're looking for popular individuals that do outdoor activities, sports, military, and tactical operations.
Yeah.
So it's definitely built to take a beating.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay.
And maybe that's the deal there, is they're going out, putting a watch on their arm, and then they want to try to get an NIL deal out of it.
Maybe so. Well, they're not wearing it for I'm sure they probably already got the deal.
Right.
And they're showing it off. But
But I just wanted to keep everybody updated.
the Shock
out there.
Boys.
Shock
There you
Boys,
go.
yeah.
Okay.
Something new to keep up with.
There you go. All right. If you go to Jordan-Hare Stadium on Saturday night, remember that, there are going to be some new amenities. You got the north end zone video board. Now you got 2 giant video boards. The student section can actually see replays now. They don't have to crane their neck around and look up at the back of so that'll be pretty cool to kind of see that thing. 47 feet high, 154 feet wide, 7,238 square feet of LED space. That's pretty big.
That's big.
That's big. They got new music, new lighting, a new lighting and laser system for the lights.
Okay.
For whatever that means.
Yeah.
They're going to have new pyrotechnics. They're actually going to have the first down line capable of showing on the video board that you see on TV now. So you'll be able to kind of keep up with first downs a lot better. Expanded, now this pertains to Jim, expanded Auburn VIP offerings.
There you go. Well, I mean, if I'm going to sit up and break the game down, I need a good spot to sit.
Might as well.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Auburn and Ball State going to take get it on about 6:30 at Jordan-Hare Stadium. New light show.
It's great to be under the lights.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm glad it's not during the middle of the day. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the
it's going to be hard.
Lighting, new video board, all the amenities.
It's going to be hard for you, celebrities like yourself, once the game's over and try to leave and people start hounding you.
It's true.
You may be there till midnight trying to get out of there.
I could. No, I put a bag over my head and I'm gone. No. Concession enhancements.
I got to experience some of those at baseball when I went to the regionals.
Yeah.
And they did that very thing there to where it was like a scan and go deal where I wasn't even dealing with people. You just grabbed what you wanted and went
grab and go.
That was
and
pretty
check
awesome.
yourself out.
Yeah.
Actually, Plainsman Park's going to be open on early games, and then they're going to have a Chick-fil-A and some other kind of restaurant, so you can go in there and tailgate and eat a little bit, get you some food.
They've
got all kinds of stuff.
Don't forget Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine to do your tailgating.
Absolutely. That would be the pinnacle of what you would be able to do with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine for sure. All right, Jim, it is the 4th of September. On this day, 1991, The MLB Statistical Accuracy Committee voted to drop the asterisk from Roger Maris's 1961 home run record of 61 home runs.
Okay.
It took them that long to drop the asterisk. That said, now granted, look, I mean, he took him 162 games to do it. It only took Babe Ruth, I think, 154 games to do it. But still, the man broke the record. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
It didn't need an asterisk.
Right.
All right, 1993 on this day, Jim Abbott, don't know if you remember him.
One arm?
One hand.
That's
yeah.
right hand, yep.
Who only had one hand, no-hit the Cleveland Indians in Yankee Stadium.
That's right. I do remember that.
How about that?
And he's a lefty, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
He would put the glove like on his, I guess, nub for a better word,
Right.
and he would throw the pitch. And while the pitch was being thrown, he would exchange the glove onto his left hand, and I mean,
that was pretty neat.
This is what he did every single pitch. So I mean, it was. He overcame a lot for sure. On this day, 1993 as well, Penn State, the Nittany Lions, played their first game as a member of the Big Ten.
Really?
Only been a member of the Big Ten since 1993. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that.
Now
Penn State was independent for many years.
Now, obviously, in the direction that we're going with playoffs and everybody trying to get into the hunt, do you see Notre Dame going into a conference?
I would normally say yes, but if I'm Notre Dame and got my own network, I don't have to share any of the revenue with anybody else. In this day and age of everybody scrambling to try to generate revenue,
right?
I mean,
you think they stick it out?
I just don't know why they would join a conference.
Well, unless it gets to be where those bids are, guaranteed that each conference is going to get to,
and right now they're carving out a place for Notre Dame.
Right?
So
okay.
if you why would you until they make them? Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Gotcha.
Happy birthday today, Paul Harvey, the great Paul Harvey.
And he will.
And the rest of the story.
That's correct.
All right. Paul Harvey, 1918, he was born. Ooh. 2009, he died. Dick York, I believe he was the first Darren on Bewitched. Okay. There were two Darrens, Dick York and Dick Sargent. Actually, I think maybe Dick York was the second one then. The second Darren, I believe.
Okay.
I think Dick Sargent is the first. No, I don't know. I can't remember now. I'm confused. All right, Vince Dooley, born on this day. Great Auburn football player in the 50s, and then went on to be a great Georgia coach.
Oh, yeah.
Born on this day, 1932. Of course, passed away in 2022. Ken Hawk Harrelson played baseball, was the first free agent in baseball in like the late 60s.
Okay.
Went on to be a announcer with the White Sox famously. And when somebody would hit a home run, he would say, "You can put it on the board, yes." That was his call sign. Very good one. Ken Harrison. Raymond Floyd won 3 majors. Tom Watson, another great golfer, won quite a few majors. Damon Wayans, very funny guy. Living Color, many other ones. Last Boy Scout, the movie with Bruce Willis. No?
Oh, yeah.
Mike Piazza, Hall of Fame catcher. Dodgers, Mets. Was drafted, I believe, in the 60th round of the Major League Baseball draft, and then turned out to be a Hall of Famer.
To me, he just had such a long swing, and looked like he was chopping wood.
He's kind of like the Tom Brady of football. And the lovely Beyonce, born on this day, 1981. 40, what is she, 44? 44 today, Beyonce. There you go. Well, Flavor Flav, thank you to the booth and Ryan for that good information there. I couldn't come up. Flavor Flav, how do you forget Flavor Flav? For any of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, the man wore a gold chain or a chain and a clock the size of a wall clock that you would see in a school around his neck.
Yep.
That was his deal. And So imagine, as long as you stay away from that with your shock boys, that I think we'll be okay. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.